Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for September the 7th, 2021. I am Mom.
I'm Darkthorn, and
Yay!
together we
Are
are
the Flaming
the Flame
Targs.
Aggressor.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? How are you doing, DT?
I'm doing all right, doing all right.
It is warm up here today, so what have I got here? White peach ginger, so I will definitely be getting another one of these in the morning. Hey, Pie. Hold on, should we go public? Pie, you want to jump in with us, or do we need to go public?
Probably should go public, though.
Okay.
We do kind of have a public dedicated stream channel because last last time was going live, and we had people streaming in our normal live stream channel.
Okay, well, hang on. We are now in the live channel if anybody would like to join us. Somebody's pounding on a door, so give me 1 second. Probably not my door. One moment.
Hey.
Hello.
Tis DoorDash. Next door, not at my door. Since I actually cooked food today because I'm broke.
Was it chicken marsala with extra tomatoes?
This was leftovers thrown together and made into a casserole. Because, yeah, it's food. It's cheap food. It's leftovers from last night.
I totally get that.
Kind of weird. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Apparently my computer decided, well, let me let your sound go through your monitor and your headset at the same time. I was like, why?
Because your computer hates you.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Anyway, since you're here tonight, Pi, since you're on vacation, and we haven't talked to you in forever, how are you doing?
Up and down.
Okay.
So.
Glad to hear that. Chatted with Ed for a good hour on Saturday, which was funny in that we just changed phone services. And I'm out on the back porch. I've been chatting with Ed for like 20 minutes, and my son came out and said, well, what are you doing? I'm talking to Ed. I haven't put a new plan on. We have no international coverage anymore. Ed, I'll call you back. But he was able to get it put on retroactively to the day before, so whew, because that would have been close to $100 for that brief call.
Aces.
Yeah. If you have the plan, it's $15 a month. If you don't have the plan, it's around $3 to $4 a minute.
But isn't it cheaper that you use Skype or something? Like you get credit on your Skype account and call him from Skype? Or
No, it's still more expensive on Skype.
wow. Okay.
Yeah, Skype's always been more expensive here. I can't get a good package. Maybe there's a good package out there. I just haven't found it yet.
Don't you have like specialized carriers that only like goes into like long distance calls? Like we have a few phone carriers here that like get X amount of, you get an extra SIM card and that's used for a long distance call and you pay like nothing.
Well, I figure $15 a month is like nothing.
Okay.
So it's not bad. I just didn't happen to have it at the moment that I called him, leading to the panicked call. Hi, Ed. How are you doing? So anyway, I was off all weekend. Had a wedding anniversary on Sunday. My son took the weekend off from work and actually hung out. Did family stuff.
Oh.
all so quiet today.
Yeah, I'm just a bit tired.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still kind of recovering from doing the whole weekend and tons of driving. And this weekend will be tons of driving. Then next weekend, not this upcoming weekend, but the weekend after, I'm going to try flying home and see if that works. Because honestly, 4 hours in a car verging on 5 sometimes, ugh. It gets really old really fast. Aha! Mar Hawkman says, finished off my old temporal recruit today. Yay! Let's see. So tomorrow we've got...
Now tomorrow there'll be new stuff.
Right. So does the new TFO start tomorrow?
I don't know.
Okay. Just kind of said
I don't think they said anything. They just said that it's going to be...
coming out, yeah.
Yeah.
Coming out, yeah. It doesn't say anything about when it drops.
So tomorrow will be the new recruitment, right?
Mm.
I think that's tomorrow.
It's not really. Yeah, it's a rerun of Temporal Recruit. I mean,
right, and you got to start with a TOS era character and bring it up. We also have Star Trek Day tomorrow.
Yeah,
lots of stuff.
Which is good to start TOS recruits. Let's be honest.
Well, I was looking at all my tunes on this, and I haven't done anything with a couple of my Delta recruits, so I think I may just repurpose them. Make them go away and repurpose them into this. So I'm having some fun trying to get the 2,500 ambush kills. Somebody had suggested... Well, I went online and somebody had suggested, I'm going to pull up this tune here, you get yourself a ship with a cloak, and you make sure you put a grav well on it, or something else that's an AoE. And you cloak, go in, drop the grav well, uncloak, and slaughter, and preferably do it where you can make them bunch together, so their suggestion was home. The problem is, I can't use the grav well while I'm cloaked.
There's two. You either need the Alliance Raider or the Core or Brielle retrofit. They can do stuff while cloaked.
The problem with the Alliance Raider, which is what I was using, is you can't use a grav well with it because it does not have a commander position for science.
There's a Lieutenant Commander. You can use Gravwell 1.
No, Gravwell 1? Hang on.
Gravwell 1 is Lieutenant Commander, Gravwell 2 and 3 are Full Commander.
Hang on a second. Oh, a Tallis can do science while cloaked. That's a thought. I wonder if I've got a Tallis still. Ships. I might have a Tallis. No, I do not have a Tallis on this one. Gosh, darn it. Does the Tallis
Isn't a Tallis a T5 ship?
Yeah, I'm looking under all, so it wouldn't matter.
I was just wondering, couldn't you buy it from Dilithium? Because isn't T5 like Dilithium?
Well, that's a thought. I'm not seeing any ships under dilithium. Reclaim. Let's see if I've got it. Is it reclaim? I swear to God, I have it on something. Oh, legendary to list, so no, that would definitely not be under that one. Let's see. Okay, it's not under to list no matter what you do, so it's got to be under a different name then. What was it?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. So I've got a Tavaro Light Warbird, but that's definitely not a tier 6. And I've got the Warbird Retrofit, also not a tier 6.
It's tier 5, it might work.
It's worth a shot.
Well,
Well, the problem, yeah, home is great for that, Ed, but my problem is I can't recloak once I've decloaked, and I can't fire the grav well while I'm cloaked. So kind of gets hard to do that. So I'd taken to using the Voth cloak, but that's got 20 seconds, and you've got to be in position when it drops the cloak. So a little annoying on that one.
New Romulus alert mission, really?
Yeah, really. Yeah, I know we need to team up for that one.
No, I'm just like, you want me to do an endeavor that I have to do, like sit and wait for 20, 30 minutes at the latest. I'm just like,
It's always on the half hour. It's 7:30, 8
I
o'clock,
know.
8:30. I mean, you know it's going to be there. 15 minutes in, you're running in, or 2 minutes, and you just go land there. And wait, as long as you don't, as long as you don't get stupid and try and go in without having all the missions done and get that stupid cutscene.
Hello.
Hello. How are you
take it
doing?
a while, maybe months, maybe years or so.
It's been months, at least months.
How's everybody been?
Doing good. How are you doing?
Well, hanging in there at work, all things considered.
Yeah, that is the name of the game most of the time, isn't it?
Yeah, I got a coworker whose brother is training at the super center to become a cart pusher. Hopefully, once his training is done there.
I don't mean to be rude, but he's training to be a cart pusher?
Yeah,
How much training does that take?
at least a couple weeks. I mean, that's how long
Really?
it took from. That's how long it took me. It took me a couple weeks to adjust, maybe more. I
Wow.
don't know. But for the transfer though, But for his transfer though, he's gonna wait a couple. He's gonna have to wait a couple weeks.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to do the best I can. Make do with what I've got.
I think that's the name of the game for all of us. Oops. Let's zip up here to the shipyard. Though I suppose before I get a new ship, I ought to get this one mastered. Yeah, I'm at 2.3. Oh, should put the shields back on. Always helpful. Would anybody like to team up and go do a patrol or two to let me kill this thing off?
Yeah,
Klingon?
What?
I'm Klingon.
I am Klingon,
Do that.
yes. Let's see. Ooh, I've got a Bajoran interceptor open. I've got a bird of prey retrofit, which I probably can just get rid of. I've got a bird of prey. I've got the Tamir Raider. And I've got the Alliance battle cruiser.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
Look.
What? Where am I looking? Where am I looking?
I have my camera on.
Oh, but that means you're in Discord. Oh, that's cool. What is that?
Smartwatch.
Very nice.
Same as my dad's.
Very nice. I like your posters, by the way. I like your chair.
Yeah, the chair was an early Christmas present from my parents.
Very nice. Well done.
Me and my stepsister got the same chair.
Oh, that's cool. But I like that one.
And the poster I got years ago.
It's a good poster.
Do what?
Poster's a good one.
Episode 3.
Yep. All right. If you would like to join me with a KDF, give me an X in chat or an X in Discord. Either one.
You could better take off the Vegas message.
Okay.
I can do that. No win?
Yeah. No, the one that says the fleet hits Vegas.
Yeah, I know. What is the fleet method? No win?
Let's see. I think this one's... How are we doing on this? Is it getting done? How far do we have left on this? When does it end?
It's 14th?
Where are we at? So it ends next week. Yeah, we can leave.
6 days.
We can stay with the win.
There we go.
Anybody else want to join us?
Well, unfortunately, I have to re-download Star Trek Online.
The whole thing?
Whole thing.
Why?
Hopefully this time I can get it patched.
Oh.
Because I've been running into a snag with the storage. Because I have had it on my external hard drive.
Ah. Yep.
There shouldn't be any problems with the storage.
This is
I mean, this is a new external hard drive.
You know what? You could just copy the game folder to your other drive. You don't need to reinstall it. As far as I know, you can just copy the content. You can just copy the game folder to your new hard drive and just hit the executable.
Okay. Change the shortcuts.
Hmm?
Yeah, I'd have to change my shortcuts.
That's not hard.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's relatively
Yeah,
easy.
all I'd have to do is just left click on the. All I have to do is go into the game file and just left click on the application
Reasonable.
and just create the shortcut.
Yeah.
Yeah, seems like the easier way to do it.
Unless, of course, the game is broken or due to patching or whatever. But yeah.
No, I just hit a snag with storage,
Oh, okay.
which
Yeah,
it's saying that even in my external hard drive, it's saying that it needs 21 gigs to patch. There's enough space on that hard drive.
actually my observation with the launcher is that it doesn't check the install drive. It checks the system boot drive for space available and doesn't actually look at secondary drives when looking for that.
Okay, so what I should have done in the first place was format it first beforehand. Am I correct on that one?
Say that again. I don't think everyone heard you.
I said, so what I should have done firsthand was format the hard drive first.
I don't know, guys. Does he need to format the hard drive first?
Be formatted already.
Yeah, I would think so.
It's portable drive.
I got the hard drive pre-formatted.
Oh, then
Then you don't need to format it.
all right. We got 4 people ready to run off on a patrol here.
I will be right back.
Just tell me which one you want to run, Mom.
I put us in a private. Can we run the patrol from the private, or do I have to make us a team? We have to be a
We
team.
gotta be teamed.
Okay, hang on a second then.
We leave the private.
Leave the private. I'll reteam everybody. That makes my life easier anyway.
Hello.
Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay.
And you're off tomorrow, aren't you?
Yes.
Yay. So the thing starts at 8:30 my time, which is 5:30, I think, your time?
Wait. No.
Yeah. I was looking at the launcher, and it has a countdown timer for approximately the time the patch will start.
What?
Wait.
Next week. Yeah, it's like, well, when I last looked at it, it's like 6 days and 12 hours.
No, we're talking about two different things then.
6 hours.
I'm talking about Star Trek Day.
Oh.
Star Trek Day is scheduled for tomorrow, and the first panel starts at 5:30 Pacific Daylight Time.
It would be 6:30.
5:30
my
a.m.
time.
6:30 your time, okay.
5:30 a.m.
No, PM.
Oh, I'm not going to get up that early.
Yeah. I'd have to miss work.
Well, it's during nighttime for me. It's like 2:30
I don't work
a.m.
tomorrow.
Well, then you get to enjoy it. I work tomorrow, but, you know, it's okay.
I'll probably start playing around like 10 my time.
Hopefully, if I get this patch and get it running,
Yeah?
and hopefully, I can join in.
Cool.
Well, I recently had to relocate Champions Online from my C drive to my D drive, and basically what I did for that was start off by making a new folder on the D drive that mirrored the C drive path exactly, except with the drive letter different, and then just copy literally the entire install directory to there. And then in the launcher, just like change the install path drive letter, and then attempt to run it, and it did the whole like verifying files thing, and then ran normally.
I will be right back, everybody. Just grabbing some water.
I always keep a jug.
But yeah, it's one of those things. It's like it's not immediately obvious, and I don't think the developers ever made any sort of like an actual like tool or guide on how to relocate the game, because I don't think they were ever expecting someone to want to change the drive it's installed in.
Then again, the game is like 10 years old, right?
Yeah, that too.
The flip. My internet connection is fine.
But it does actually have in the settings menu in the launcher the install path for the game, and you can actually just like manually change that to whatever you want it to be.
So basically, if I wanted to, I could change it back to my normal hard drive.
I guess.
Yeah. Should be able to. All right, does anybody else want to join us for some patrols?
Not private, Mom.
We have a team up.
We have a team.
Yeah, but I just got a private invitation now.
Not for me. Oh, God, no, it went back and it did that again. Oh, God. It wasn't me. That wasn't me. I had nothing to do with that one. Make sure you're out of it. That was the game. I did not invite you back to the private one. Make sure you've left the private.
Doesn't really matter.
I put it back together anyway.
Wow.
There we go.
Yeah, it's automatically inviting things.
Yeah.
Here we go again.
Oh, God, no. Ugh.
And the team exploded.
Yes, the team exploded. It's not my fault.
Then don't click on the tab.
I wasn't. I was clicking on patrols.
I just found out today that I had some friends pass away yesterday.
No.
No.
Yeah, they were in a. I heard like yesterday. I heard some car sirens, so, and I'm like, wow, what's going on? Hearing all these sirens going by my place, and then today I found out that they were both in a car accident on the way to town.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
So it's kind of a.
Sucks.
It's kind of just a
I'm
day,
really
weird
sorry
day.
for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I had an in-law pass away recently myself. So one of those things is like, well, I know it was going to happen eventually, but that's not exactly what I was expecting to happen.
It's always going to happen eventually, but we don't want the eventually to be right now. Thank you very much. All right, let us go.
See, and they're like way old. They're like in their 70s or 80s. So I was actually expecting them to like pass away. No, not.
Not from a car accident.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. All right, everyone. I've set us to Elite, so if you'll please set to Elite, and let's do Wanted Argala. Does that work for everybody?
1 sec.
DT?
Turn on a light in here.
Yeah.
It's getting freaking dark.
Yeah.
Check your Discord. Yes, Wanted Argala. We just hit when we're ready.
Yeah, just make sure you're set for Elite.
It should.
It should, but we don't trust anything.
I just sent you 2 links, DT, if you're interested.
Okay.
Okay.
Try.
All right, folks. Let's go ahead and launch in 3, 2, 1. Launch.
So do you need the kills, Mom, or you just need to pew-pew?
I just want to level up the ship so I can then, get the toys off of it and
Okay.
go ahead and work on another one. I've been working on my kills in the morning. Since this cloak is a pain in the butt to use. Ooh, that was weird.
What?
Oh, I'm getting definite left-right movement in my audio. So as it came up on the carrier, it moved to my right. When I moved around it, it moved to my left. It hasn't done that before. Stereo. It's a thing.
You've seen my setup, Mom, so I have a stereo on my speaker. I just have it turned down.
Mom's seen most of my setup now.
You have entered an area. Looks like our flight got them to notice us. Let's go over
Of course, I change the setup, so.
come out of hiding.
Oh yeah, this reminds me. As part of doing the temporal recruit stuff today, I had to do that one patrol where the Benthans and the Hizari get into a fight over something the Malons are doing.
Oh, the pollution one.
Well, no,
no.
it's the Malons are transporting some sort of cargo, and the Benthans are trying to seize the Malon cargo. And the Benthans are like, no, we're here to buy that. Just go away. Or something like that. Or, anyway, the Benthans get pissed off because the Hizari are...
The Benthans get pissed off because they're Benthans. Come on.
This is true,
Yeah.
but, the level of butthurt the Benthans get if you side with the Hizari is impressive.
They just like butthurt.
I also noticed that there's a special option on that if you have Diplomacy Tier 4. And unfortunately, the character I was running on didn't have Diplomacy Tier 4, so I wasn't able to find out what that one does. I'm curious.
DT, you got killed.
For the fray,
And my little ship goes pew, 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 pew. Pew, darn it, pew.
Outside carriers have an amazing amount of HP at this level.
Yeah. Takes the licking and keeps on ticking.
Then again, that's kind of how they were in the TV show too, so...
A Voyager's a very bad ship, so...
They weren't technologically impressive. They were, however, extremely durable.
And this thing's
Where's
got
the
turning. There we go.
I just last thing. In Voyager, one of the Kazon episodes mentioned that the technology used by the Kazon wasn't developed or designed by them, and that the ship designs are actually the creation of some other race.
That makes sense.
I think it was called the Trob. Are the Trob in Stowe?
Not that I know of. Or if they are, it's very minor.
I may have hit the wrong button.
That never happens to me.
But it happens to me.
I was joking.
Did you see the message I sent, DT?
Yep.
Only if you're interested and you don't have it.
I think I'm gonna go.
I didn't have either of them, so I just, hey, why not?
Yeah, so someone sent me a message today on Discord telling me that it's like Surviving Mars, I think is the name of it. It's like
Yep.
it's currently free on Steam.
For the next 24 hours. And Far Cry 3 is free on Ubisoft. So Far Cry 3 on Ubisoft and Surviving Mars is free on Steam for the next 24 hours.
Well, perhaps doing this on Elite was
Why? It's fun. They need some beating, but it's okay.
I mean, if your goal is to get ambush kills, I
no,
would
no.
go
This
with
is not my
not
goal here.
Elite.
I am not doing this
Lowest
for
level.
My goal is to master the ship so I can take all the toys off of it, make sure I've got the mastery, and then put together a different ship for my ambush kills.
Yeah, Elite is a great way to get mastery.
Right.
Ambush kills, no. But yeah, that was the thing I was talking about in the Twitch chat, is that the idea that one person pointed out to me is that the easiest way to get ambush kills is to kill frigate swarms on normal.
Right. Yeah. And that's running that opening sequence off home.
Or the story mission. Well, yeah, home is the one where it has like a giant swarm of
Right. You can actually get swarms up front, then a quick cutscene, more swarms. Then you have the ground scene, then you come back to another space cutscene, but all you have to do is keep running that first sequence over and over. Alternatively, you can do swarm, because you have to do that 5 times anyway.
I think 5 times was not was the gamma recruit, not 4 times.
Yeah, what was the in-universe explanation for what Kintari make their missiles out of again?
Oh, I don't remember.
Because that's actually what I've mostly been using as the torpedo option on this ship. Is Because of the fact that the Kantari missile launcher counts as a wide-angle torpedo.
That's interesting.
It's a story mission item that has a 180-degree targeting arc.
That would be mirrors and smoke, I think.
Yeah, I was just trying to remember what the explanation for what they use for the actual warhead.
Yeah, this is only 4 or 5. We got one more to go. Hey, Chaos, how are you doing? Oh, thank you for the sub. We appreciate that. It is, after all, September. So if you've been thinking about subbing, Mom has good uses for that money, because we just spoke with Reed Pop today.
Hey,
Who's Reed Pop?
Reed Pop is the people who are organizing Mission Chicago.
Okay.
You know where Creation did Vegas? This is the new company.
We know this is the last wave of the patrol because it says it's Mod's colors ship.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, DT, can you check your Discord?
You're so popular today, DT. Everybody's sending you private messages.
No kidding.
Yay!
Wee, man, that took a while.
Take the suspect into custody. Thank you for your assistance. and
Well,
welcome
you're
to
very
the
welcome, young man.
We recommend that you get underway and head for secure space. There's been a lot of turbulent activity. We have
Got enough loot there, Mom?
Yeah? Why?
I was just saw that you your inventory like overfilled.
Yeah, it did that. I picked up a fair amount of junk in that one. That's okay, I'll go sell it off in a moment here. Alright, let's see what that did for the ship. Okay, so we maxed that one out, so now I can look at building something different. Okay, I want to take a look at Operation Wolf and see, because I'm seeing in chat that people think it's going to start tomorrow.
They haven't set any official date.
That's what I thought.
This is what I was talking about with that timer, is that when you look at the Operation Wolf blog, there's a new logo in it that we haven't seen in game before. And on the launcher, when I just launched the game, I saw that same logo attached to a timer that had 6 days and about 12 hours left on it.
6 days and 12 hours makes some sense.
That fits with the end of current event.
Yeah, that makes some sense.
Because the current event running ends in 6 days.
Yeah.
Exactly in 6 days and 17 hours. So.
Okay. Yeah, and this is showing this is going to start up in
On.
6 days and 13 hours. So, okay, that makes some sense.
Which fits with the 4 hours extra patching, right?
Right.
So it fits with probably the patching next week.
Mm-hmm. So that's, what, a week from today or a week from yesterday? No.
Well, a week from today, starting at like 8 in the morning or something. I don't know.
Alrighty, so let me go ahead and set up a new ship, and then we can play some other stuff.
I'll just grab something to drink.
Well, go grab something to drink then.
Your discussion of like how to do the whole like cloak ambush kills reminded me of the fact that this is my Klingon recruit who still hasn't finished that either.
Well, I've been working on it, so I've got about 100 on since yesterday. I'm up to 358, so I did actually 130.
Yeah, I know we have over 1,000 on this character. I am not sure how much over 1,000. Because it goes directly from 1,000 to 2,500.
Yeah, but all you have to do is click on the 2,500, and it'll tell you how many you've got done.
Yeah, I know. I just hadn't bothered doing that yet today.
Ooh, and I get a so back nefru. Sobeknefru. I don't know what a Sobeknefru is, but I get one.
It's unique duty officer that's an ultra rare version of. I'm not entirely sure what. The tooltip isn't the full DOF tooltip. It says 4% chance plus 1 critical chance buff to self for 15 seconds, which sounds very similar to the space version of the energy weapons officer that gives you a critical chance buff. But this is like a UV version that's, I guess, better than the other one slightly. Because I don't think the other one has a 4% chance, but I'm not 100% sure.
So, what ship was I thinking about getting here? Oh, we're just talking.
Did you have a Malum on that account?
I don't think I do have a Malum on this account.
No, because Malum is the T6 version of the Tavaro. Then there's the legendary Talis, which is the legendary version.
Right, there's something else that somebody said.
There's a T6 Bird of Prey Klingon side that, well, it has a similar ability. Core.
No, that's not what we were talking about. Somebody, my brain isn't working. What were you talking about?
Using enhanced battle cloak to trigger ambush kills.
Right, I'm just trying to remember which ship we were talking about. That I actually had, so.
Oh. Yeah, I remember discussing which ones you have, and I don't remember what the conclusion was.
Were you whispering, Pi?
Yeah, I'm just killing off a lot of duty officers.
Oh, that's always a good thing to do.
Making manuals instead.
Wait, manuals? That would be bridge officers.
You know what we're talking about? We were talking about a Cardassian ship. We were talking about I want to say we're talking about a Rami ship.
What are you looking for?
Malum and Tavaro are Romulan ships.
Okay. Okay, definitely don't have the Malum. You know, my brain just doesn't work, folks. Federation ships don't take cloaks, correct?
Most of them don't. Some of them do.
Oh.
Also, for the cloak ambush thing, you can actually, I'm going to say this is the hard way, but you can actually use mask energy signature, which is a bridge officer ability.
Yeah, I was looking at that as a possibility. I know what I was going to do.
It's actually what I've been using on the current ship that's I have, because of the fact that it's not a ship that actually has a cloak device, because it's a Jem'Hadar ship.
Wow, my brain is just completely gone. Because I know we were talking about it, and I took one of the ships out, and I wanted to master that one, so we could do the other one.
Warm?
Pardon?
Home?
No. What ship I was going to get.
Ah.
And we were talking about that. I needed to make room. Were we going to do a tier 5 ship? Was that what we came up with?
Well, I mean, which ships do you have with enhanced battle cloak?
You know what it is I've got the Tavaro Light Warbird retrofit as a T5.
Okay.
And I'm wondering
that should have Romulan enhanced battle cloak.
Yeah. And then the next question comes, what does it have for seating? Lieutenant in Science. And Lieutenant Commander in Universal. So I should be able to get a grapple on that.
Oh, I just thought of something.
What?
That I hadn't even seriously considered before, but does the ship you get as the recruit reward thing have enhanced battle cloak?
The ship you get as a recruit?
Just remember how it's like one of the unique things with the Klingon recruit thing is that it actually has as one of the recruit rewards starship.
You get the bird of prey. Is what comes with it.
Yeah, T6 bird of prey. What kind of cloak does that actually have?
That's a good question.
Yeah, I was just looking at the ships I had in the shipyard, and I'm like, wait a second, this thing is here. What does that do?
It's legendary. That doesn't help me.
Well, that's weird. Why does it only have 9 consoles? Huh.
There we go. Okay, the T6 bird of prey that comes with it. It's interesting. So you get the Mikla.
Enhanced. It just said enhanced battle cloak.
It does say enhanced battle cloak, but that's on the Mikla, not on the bird of prey.
No, that's on the bird of prey from the Klingon recruit.
Yeah, on that T6. I've been leveling it with it recently, actually. You get a battle cloak on it, yeah.
But I've got a
Enhanced
legendary.
battle cloak.
I do have a legendary Burrell as well.
Oh, the legendary Burrell should have EVC. Because if I
It
remember
does.
right, it's basically an upgraded version of the core.
Yep. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that one. Why is it not letting me claim it?
Is it one of those things? It's like you're not allowed to have 2 of these.
I only have
Oh,
one.
you can always claim it. You can just not unpack it. It just says you can only have one version of the ship.
Right.
Oh,
But I don't even have one version of it. Maybe because I don't have any place to put it.
Well, you can always claim it if you go to the temporal officer.
Yeah, but I should
You
be
get
able to
the
claim it
ship
right
back.
here.
Yeah, but just go to the officer then.
Yep.
Maybe we'll figure
I'm-
out if you
I'm
even
right
have the
here.
ship.
I don't have to go that far. I'm there.
No, okay.
I couldn't claim it because I had too much junk in the trunk. Speaking of which, I got my Klingon Recruit Award for hitting 200,000 perk XP in the Endeavors. I can't open it. Because it's got a reroll token, maybe?
Yes.
Yep.
If it has a reroll token, you can actually see, you should be able to hover over it and it should say what you get in the pack.
Yeah. It's 1 perk point and 2 reroll tokens, and I can't open it because it's got a reroll token in it.
Yep.
Lovely.
Yeah. And I think that was part of the box thing they posted last week, that apparently boxes with reroll tokens can't be opened.
They might want to fix that. So I have the Dogach. I need a better name than a Dogach.
well, my T6 bird of prey is a Votu.
Kind of like that name.
Result initiative that would allow the purchase of reroll tokens.
One of my ships for Klingons called the IKS Grilka.
The Grilka?
The Grilka.
That's a great name.
Well,
That's-
that's actually from the TV show, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
It is.
it's it was
Is that-
War. No, not War. It was the Quark ex-wife's name.
Right.
Oh yeah, that that Klingon woman that Quark technically married for.
Yes,
Yeah,
looking
I
for
think I
Parmach
think
in all
she's
the
hot.
wrong places. That's a great
I think she's
episode.
hot.
That's just a good one.
and the House of Quark. That's where she makes her first appearance.
Suppose I should switch all over to disruptor cannons. Oh well.
So the TOS thing begins tomorrow, right?
Yes, it does begin tomorrow.
Okay. What time tomorrow? I couldn't find a time.
If are they patching?
Probably after patching.
Yeah, if they're patching tomorrow, though, are they patching tomorrow because it's Wednesday? I don't usually patch on Wednesday.
Well, I mean, Monday was a holiday, so
Right.
maybe it got pushed back one day.
Yeah, well, my guess is it's usually noonish. Whether they patch or not.
Okay, so where's the cloak button hiding? Huh?
Let's burn some of this stuff so I've got some room.
This is weird. I don't see a cloak ability on this set of stats for the ship I'm currently in. But it had a cloak. The T6 Bird of Prey that I think is the one you get from the recruit thing.
Yes, you get a T6 Bird of Prey.
Because
And so it says, but what I found was
I
I
mean-
had a Michla, which is fine.
I'm in it right now, and it's I'm looking at the a list of abilities you can drag to set up your power tray. I don't see a cloak ability here.
It's default. I don't know that you have to drag it in.
Well, I mean, it should at least appear in the list of things you can drag to the tray. And I don't see it in the tray, anyways. Right, but it's populated by default. Red matter capacitor, support platform cluster, Syncathy shield capacitor, Firewave disruptor blast, deploy mobile torpedo platform, enhanced induction coils, entangled quantum bombardment, phase-based membrane, and nothing else.
Okay,
It's the
so
only abilities that automatically put into the power tray, and I just don't see the cloak ability that, as far as I know, it should have inherent in the list of stuff I can add to the tray.
Just for fun, try to beam in and beam out. Or change the instance. Just for fun.
Well, I mean, wait, no. Apparently, I'm waiting for Kethpa to accept or decline the attempt to beam down to Klingon Academy.
Just say accept.
oh, sorry. It's my bad. We're still teamed.
But wasn't that the idea?
Not while I was changing out ships. I didn't want
Oh,
to drag you guys all over the place. That was my bad.
Anyways, so all right, let's see what happens if I go back to the Kona system.
All right, let's see what we get here.
Okay. Oh, now it automatically populated an enhanced battle cloak ability to the power tray. Okay,
Yep, mine did that too.
it does have enhanced battle cloak for the freebie ship.
So let's see what I've got here. I've got mostly cannons. Good. Do I have any cannon skills? Probably not. No, I do not. Let's see. What do we want to do here? There we go. Now what have we got here? Nothing, nothing. Good. I need to upgrade my ship? Yes, I do need to upgrade my ship. I just took it out of the box 30 seconds ago. I haven't even decided if I'll keep it. If I keep it, then I'll upgrade it. If I don't keep it, I won't upgrade it. This is the third ship I've given this tune today.
We're talking about the account unlock freebie ship, right?
I am talking about the legendary that was not an account unlock. I bought it for one of my other tunes. But yes, it is an account unlock. Legendary Pilot Bird of Prey is what I've opened up.
Really? They still haven't fixed that?
What?
Sometimes your guy doesn't know how to navigate, and you put in like a...
Yeah, no, they still haven't
and
fixed
then
that.
it just goes straight on half impulse and just
Yes.
like...
Yes,
Oh,
that still is
you're
a
talking
problem.
about sector space.
Yes.
Yeah. My best guess as to how this works is that a long time ago, Taco Fangs explained the way beaconizing works on ground maps, and I'm starting to wonder if maybe the issue with this here is that the space flight thing works with a similar principle, and that when that happens, it just means that the game doesn't have your start location as part of whatever algorithm it's using to a pathfinder.
But
it should have it, but it doesn't for some reason.
Exactly.
Because one thing someone pointed out about that thing that suddenly made the whole thing make a lot more sense is the fact that it seems to only happen when you get to sector space through certain specific methods. And that maybe the issue is that those methods of getting to sector space just aren't filling in that piece of information.
Well, the special method here was me that I beamed up to my ship.
That's the special method, eh?
That was the special method I used.
Well,
except that I came to Kronos in orbit of Kronos and beamed or left Kronos in that sense.
I just have the worst luck with that. It rarely seems to work.
Well, the most easily replicatable one I know of is the one in Defera, where you have the low priority interact button to take you to sector space. That one always seems to do it. Now, low priority interact buttons for something like Klingon Academy, yeah, maybe. It's possible that it's just there's like some of those things for going to sector space that they just didn't properly update when they changed sector space or something. I don't know.
Did we lose DT?
I don't know. I don't think so.
He's been really quiet for a while.
He's still here. He's not muted.
Maybe he's helping his mom out or something. Or the puppos.
be on Epic. Meh.
Yeah.
Meh. I was just looking what they had of free games on Epic, but nothing interesting. Or, not saying in my taste it's not interesting.
I totally forgot I had a Discovery character on here.
Aha.
Yeah, we get to
Hut. Ooh, Apulu Felgar, thank you very much for the raid. How are you guys doing? And welcome aboard.
Yeah, my character is Matthew Thomas Tilley. No relation.
Yep, everybody go check out and give a fellow streamer a follow, Apulu Felgar. If you're not following him, follow him. Because, you know what? 'Tis September. Support each other. Give each other the love we deserve. Because we do. That's really interesting. I know we have something else there.
Here, have we been followed by those stupid bots lately?
No.
No, doesn't look like it.
Nope. We've been boring.
Looks like we've been lucky.
Hey, thank you for the follow. That was nice of you. I appreciate that. We appreciate it. I don't need that one. Let's do that one.
I thought this weekend would be upgrade weekend.
I had been told there was going to be a upgrade weekend, but you know what? Usually just before they do upgrade weekends, they do something Dilithium-esque, and I have a feeling we're going to see a Dilithium weekend coming up. And then we'll either do an upgrade weekend or we'll have another Phoenix weekend.
Oh, this is interesting.
Yes.
I'm looking at the options for the Renegade Bridge Officer KDF side, and there's a longer list of options than I remembered there being.
Maybe they changed it?
Or it's just that I just didn't bother looking ever. I don't know. Well,
oh, that never happens.
Side, if bedside it's kind of boring. Although now that I think about it, there's at least 4 options bedside. But KDF side we have Endorian, Ferengi, Human, Trill. Which, okay, I guess that's the same number of options I vaguely remember there being KDF. So it's just I don't remember the list of options is not what I was expecting. For some reason I was expecting Vulcans and Tellarites to be here, but it's not. Oh, and the Marauder Bridge Officer for Trill is someone who doesn't have the space trait because...
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right. The space version of the Trill trait is the Joined Trill, and those are only available as player characters and not Bridge Officers.
Correct.
Ferengi's an odd choice, though. Oh well. Although in the Stowe Path to 2409 thing, the Ferengi are kind of sort of joining the Federations.
Kind of sort of.
And the Federation and the Klingon Empire are at war in that time period, so from that perspective, I suppose it makes sense to have a Ferengi as a renegade or whatever.
Alright. I think I got all my toys in place.
You just send an invite whenever you're ready, Mom.
Oh, okie dokie. What are we going to do?
Whenever you need to level the ship, so I don't really care.
I'm just having fun.
Oh, we can do, there is Rescue and Search, there is Ninth Rule, there is, what else?
Ninth Rule is good, Rescue and Search, Ruins of Doom.
There's also the, what is it called? The Aftermath and Necessorian, that's the one with the Voth and the board. Okay, Runes of Doom, is that the one with the 3 satellites? I can't remember.
Ruins of Doom, yeah, you have to go get cull the mutated spores from the 3 locations.
It's like mycelial spores that are, for some reason, growing on pieces of a planet killer.
You just tell us what to do, and then you're just
Mar Hawkman, you want to join us for this mess?
Oh,
Or are you doing something else? And if you're doing something, that's fine.
I was working on putting together that.
Okay. No
ship.
worries. Have some fun. All right, Pi. Let's take a look at. What's one we haven't done in a while?
I need to destroy some Herald shit.
Well, why don't you jump in here and we can go do Herald Sphere if you want?
if it's on KDF, of course, or we can do a private.
Oh, I'm on Federation right now.
Okay, let's do a patrol here, and then we can jump over and join you on Federation, and go do a TFO. How's that?
Okay, this is weird.
Yes?
I know that my traits hadn't been wiped when we were doing that patrol because I was seeing one of my traits trigger. But after I returned from the patrol, changed starships, and then map transitioned a few times, I looked and literally every single one of my space traits, and only my space traits got wiped.
Yep, I'd like to do that. All right, Pi, why don't we do 9th rule? We haven't done that one for a while.
Give me a second here.
Okay.
Oh, it's a science upgrade. Me. Give me one hot second here.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay. You said the 9th rule?
I did indeed.
Okay, launching.
Launching.
And you made it elite and we're 2 people. Okay.
What the heck?
Looks like there was a fight here recently.
Hey, lead the way. Sure got me followed. Reading a single Ferengi vessel.
There's actually one thing that annoys me about the cloak.
Yes?
I cloak, I get a message, then it uncloaks, and then my cloaking goes on cooldown.
That's lovely.
Actually hired the Fakiri? He's either the bravest Ferengi ever or the craziest.
Okay, I can feel I'm taking the damage. Ow!
So I still can't drop Gravwell while I'm cloaked.
No, but you don't need to be cloaked to get the kills, you just need to get them.
I know, but the goal here was to be able to drop a Gravwell to bunch them up in one spot. Or that was the theory put forth by somebody on Reddit. Drop Gravwell, bunch up the people, kill them all.
This is an enhanced battle cloak ship, right?
Yeah.
Not a regular battle cloak.
This is enhanced.
Which ship is it again?
Legendary Burrell. Maybe doing this on Elite wasn't my best idea.
You're absolutely right.
We could bail and do something else.
No.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yes, what is interesting?
I was clicking on things and none of my saves were working from the keybinds. That whole sequence is not triggering. And it was working this morning. Aha! Am I in the right tune? I'm on the right tune.
Well, there's...
Well, that's nice. My shields came off all by themselves. Always good. It does somewhat ruin the surprise when your shield or your cloak just drops.
You know what I just found out?
What did you just find out?
Some of the consoles on my ship are still level 14. I just noticed that, and I've been playing this character for years.
Well, maybe it's just not been your priority.
Apparently not.
It could just be that you've been playing that build for so long that that was the max level when you put it together.
Nah.
That's a nice way of saying he forgot to do it.
Yeah.
I actually realized that with some of my characters is that when 60 was the maximum character level, I upgraded all their stuff to the max level and then just forgot to do it again.
Yep.
It got raised to 65.
Did that too.
I still have some tunes that haven't upgraded their ground traits.
Yeah, this tune hasn't done anything with ground traits. And does okay. I mean, nothing fabulous.
If you go to the point, I will pick up Mortok here, or what's his face? Not Mortok.
Madron. That wasn't what I wanted.
Damn! Ow!
Ow!
Funny thing with the whole Marauder Bridge Officers thing is that They're mostly useful for ground Barbie because the only ones with space traits have, shall we say, not highly sought after space traits.
Yeah.
It's like, Fed side, the space trait is Pirate. That's the only one you get. And KDF side, Leadership. Which, I mean, better than nothing in both cases. And, you know, Pirate is something that is offensive at least. Oh, also, someone told me a while back that Leadership also doesn't stack, so having more than one bridge officer with it's kind of a waste of time.
Yes, I have heard that as well.
Now,
You mind dying?
Finally.
Yes. You too.
Well, I like the cannons, but these are meh cannons. Just one more.
just realized something.
Yes.
The tooltip that or box that pops up whenever you commission a bridge officer says you can change this officer's name and or uniform once for no cost. You may make this change now or later. Open this officer status page for more information.
Well fought indeed.
What part about that is wrong?
They'll think twice about coming
Say it
after
again.
us
So
again.
you can change his name.
I'll let Alliance come
This
after what
officer's
happened here
uniform
today.
or name
If
once for no
or any of
cost.
Yeah.
Mothman's friends try to harvest the spores in
You can
this
actually
They-
choose.
We'll make
They
sure
completely
have a nice
removed the
welcoming
EC
party
cost
waiting
from
for them.
changing character costumes in the tailor.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's one of those things. Just like yes, but also
It's
that's
those little minor
obvious.
details that they don't follow up with sometimes, like changing everything related to it, which is a pain. If you're not aware that there's all these little things that go with it.
Yeah, it's just like the simple mechanics of finding literally every single thing
Yes.
that makes mention of something.
You kind of have to think about that when you're building it. All right, that only took me up to 2.5 pi.
And my problem?
No, not your problem. I just found it humorous.
Should we take another one and then not do elite?
We could definitely do that. But we were going to join Board King to do something with the Federation.
Oh, I'm on a KFIT. I'm on my KDF guy.
Oh.
If you want to just
You want to
Then
join
we
us?
can-
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. What's your tune's name?
If you would ask me that, wouldn't you?
It's Nazma? Nasma?
Nesme.
Nesme.
But
And
remember to
I'm gonna,
remember the difficulty level.
I'm going to change it right now. What do you want to do? Advanced or normal?
Normal.
Normal. Okay, we're on normal then.
GTA then?
Pardon?
A Klingon gateway to Grathor?
Did you want to do... Holly, he's got to do...
I need to do Herald ships.
is that Gateway?
Yeah,
Okay.
gateway
Yeah,
to Grathor.
absolutely then.
I think the Herald Sphere is more annoying because Herald ship spawning at 11, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock.
I need to do my
Also,
code in
Herald Sphere
TFO.
is like
Can
a
you get an
4 or
invite?
5 stage TFO, and it's just like, okay, flooded this map, kill more Herald ships. Where did that map? Kill more Herald ships. Come back.
Kill
kill
more
even
Herald ships.
ships.
Mark, what did you say?
Oh, I said I need to do Iconing TFO if you're doing Gateway.
We're doing
You
Gateway.
said-
You want to join us?
Yeah, please, yeah.
Okie dokie. We're just going on normal. Is that okay with you?
Sure, yeah.
Okie dokie. Do. Where are you? Everybody's on tonight. That's amazing. What tune are you on, Mark?
It begins with a U.
It begins with you. Unger?
Yes.
Okay, okay. Boy, that's two of you. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead.
All I know my ship is the ship for this character is called the D&D Grill Cup.
Yes.
When people make statements like that when asked about their character name, it makes me suspect that they pushed the random button and then forgot what the random button spit out.
Actually, pretty much that's how I did it. I was like, okay, that name fits. I don't know any Klingon names.
I presume that failed. Hang on a second. Let me try that again. Pi, make sure you're out of the private one. It put us in a private queue.
I'm leaving the private.
Yeah.
I was just in it with Bar King and that was it. Oh, I'm back in.
I'm out of the private.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna kick everybody and reteam.
Yes, ma'am.
I will reteam you all in 1 second here.
I'll just check my privates.
Wow. Mark and Borg King, can you leave the team? It's not letting me kick you.
Leave.
And I'll re-invite you in just a moment.
There we go.
I hit leave and I'm still in there.
I know.
Can we do it again?
Yeah, see if it'll take you out again.
Okay.
Boy, it doesn't want you to leave, does it? It's because you're in here, so... Okay, now try it.
Try leaving?
Try leaving, yes. Alright, let me try teaming us up again.
You close out of it. Man, this game's having all sorts of problems today.
It is having a bad day today.
Thank you.
As soon as I find Pi, I will invite him.
Yep.
Okay. Well, it's got us in a private, but we're all in the same one this time. We will. All right.
You know, I was this whole Marauder thing made me ask myself a question. It's like, what branch of bridge officer do I want to acquire most? Then I looked at my list on my Cardassian character and realized that I only had 2 tactical bridge officers on my entire roster.
That's it?
And I had, yeah, that's the thing. So 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I had 11 bridge officers, only 2 of which were tactical.
I'm just gonna do a quick thing. We might gonna lose the voice for a few seconds.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can still hear you.
Good.
Got like the biggest ship between all you
but
guys.
It's such a nice ship.
I love it. I love this ship. I really do.
It's an awesome ship.
So who goes where?
I'm gonna go left.
I'm gonna adapt and see what people do.
I don't know which way I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing on this one. I've never done it before.
Go left with me then. We're gonna go over, if you see over, well, you can't really see it very well, but over to our left and over to our right, our 2 star bases. We go over there and we shoot everything.
And leave the rogue ships alone.
Just get the ones at the star bases.
Yeah, that's actually what will cause you to fail this TFO harder than anything else. Is trying to wipe the map. You can't. If you try, you'll end up being distracted and not accomplishing the objectives.
I promise they'll come for you.
Well, the ones you need to kill will. The ones that are just hanging out in the asteroid belt just stay there.
How many ships do you have to kill?
10.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Yeah, no. I totally forgot to get some Tetrion stuff on my ship because I need Tetrion damage space.
Do we need help over there, Mom?
Nah, we're just about done. We got a minute left. We're good. Do you need help over there?
We're done.
We got one cruiser left.
Going back.
Okay, in this next sequence, Board King, there's
Okay.
going to be basically a corridor that exists between the starbase and the planet. At the starbase, they're going to launch troop ships, Klingon troop ships, and along the pathway, the heralds will open up gateways. Radiation gateways are green, and you need to close them, because otherwise they will emit deadly radiation and kill the troop ships. You can ignore the yellow gateways, though. They will spawn ships, but we don't actually care.
Ray, looks like I'm all alone over here.
What? Let me see how many people got here.
You got all of them.
Fine, I will come help you.
No, no, no. I'm gonna rattle in the.
I'm good.
To me, there's one that's open, looks yellow or green, yellowish green. So I don't know.
Well, if you get close, it'll say either close spawning gateway or close radiation gateway. You can ignore the spawning gateways.
Spawn gateways ignore. Okay.
Yeah. They'll just open up and spawn more ships, and you don't really need to worry about that.
Yeah, it's a text you really need to pay attention to, but the ones that are
I got
bright,
this one, Mom.
Okay.
The ones that look bright green are the ones you want to close.
Right.
Oh, the ones that look like a wormhole you want to close.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll stay here, Mom.
Okay, I'll get
Oh
this
yeah,
one.
that's right. The radiation gateways have that like cone of radiation.
Yep, they've got the ooh, fingers of death sticking out of them. And of course, you can shoot anything you need to on the way there.
Yeah, that's the thing with the spawning gateways. Why people don't bother closing them is
A
that
language, if you
they
heard.
just respawn if you close them. It doesn't. Really
But remember, don't move far away from the gateways because it's just gonna stop the closing. So park just outside it, and then.
Yeah, you can't reliably close them unless you're holding still.
No.
There's a bit of a butter zone.
And they spawn in certain specific places anyway, so if you park in the spot and wait, it'll probably reopen after a while.
Your bonus for this one is determined by the number of transport that land, so keeping the radiation gateways closed is important.
Also, it's worth noting that you are able to heal the transports to keep them alive.
Ooh, I didn't know that. Do you have that one there, Pi? Do you want me to get it?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
I got that one.
It's one of the few TFOs where healing NPCs actually matters.
Wow.
Well, you can also do it on the Kobayashi Maru if you want to.
Yeah, but there's this, Kobayashi Maru, and the old version of the Mirror Incursion where you had to keep the starbase from getting splatted. Because in one version of that event, having the starbase explode was a fail condition.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's kind of the definition of fail. Starbase explodes, yes, that does count as a fail.
Yeah, it was a failed condition that actually made quite a lot of sense. It's just that when people actually played the mission, half the time pugs would get like, it'd be like one person over here slugging it out with a group of ships guarding a portal, and the same would be true of like all of everyone else, and there'd be like nobody. Basically, have like 5 players doing the work of 2 players, kind of, sort of, because they're too scattered to actually get anything done. And no one's actually protecting the starbase, so there's like 12 ships. Oh, another thing with that one was that if it's one of the battleship rank NPCs, letting the battleship rank NPC slug it out with the starbase means the starbase is going to die. Because the starbase can't win a fight one-on-one with a single battleship.
Which makes very little sense, I suppose. So we've landed an extra 15 transports.
Perhaps I'm like exaggerating that a little bit, but it doesn't take a large group of ships to completely obliterate the starbase.
No.
In that TFO, it's surprisingly small how many starships you really need. Which, you know, you as the player, you're supposed to blow the starships up to keep them from doing that. Oh, I just found a funny environmental bug. The medical officer area in the Aquinas ground zone.
Yeah.
You go in there, look at the desk of the medical officer, and all of the objects that are on the desk are like shifted a little bit. It's like at first I'm like, huh, that's weird. I don't remember the holographic computer screen being on the edge of the desk next to the chair. I mean, the metal mug sitting on the edge next to the chair kind of makes sense. Then I noticed that there was a second non-holographic computer screen floating in midair next to the desk. Oh well.
Alright, we're gonna go finish off the Dreadnought now.
Oh, for the big green circle.
Yeah. The other big green circle.
I'm actually kind of wondering if maybe the I don't know. It kind of looks like the stuff that's attached to the top of the desk just got moved over 3 feet or something.
Could be.
That's actually one issue that Stowe's ground engine has with maps, is that objects have a location on the map, and the way that location is done is sometimes arcane. Big boy.
Whatever.
I still remember that one incident where somehow an entire mountain got accidentally relocated on one of the maps, and as far as I know, no one even ever figured out why.
It's funny that you say that. I was talking with Augie this morning about issues I have with video, because he's switching over to Premiere Pro. And I was mentioning with my current video editing software, every now and then I will have it done. I'll have everything saved, ready to go, edited, and it just changes. It's like, come on, guys.
Changes to what?
It will completely drop the music or edit it and put different cuts in different places. I have to sometimes cut the music to make it fit with what I want to do.
I wonder if there might be a compression artifact.
Yeah, it could well be.
It's trying to compress things and ends up changing the shape of the things as it's trying to compress them.
That makes perfect sense.
It's not a literal way of putting it, but it's...
But no, that's actually a really good explanation. Well, I think we killed the Dreadnought.
We did.
We did.
Especially it happens if you like try to render 2 different types of video, 2 different resolutions, because then you need to tell the renderer which one do you want to upscale or downscale.
Yes. So it's become kind of critical for me to get everything the same, but it's just killing my computer to do this. So I will probably
many times or in many occasions, the first video you import is going to be like the scale of the video.
Yeah.
So if you import a 4K video and then import the lower ones, then it's going to try to upscale the other videos if they're 2 res or in a low res.
Like I said, I try and make them all the same just to make my life easier.
Yeah, that's also an option.
Yes, that is one of the options we've got there.
Because I ran into the problem once when I had to do something for DT. And I kept getting that every time I tried to render the video, it upscaled. It started to make his video pixelated. And I was like, what the is going on?
Yeah.
Until I found out that the intro that I was actually making was in a higher resolution than his video. So when I imported his video, the render started to try to upscale his video. That's why it started to get pixelated. So I had to change the entire project. So it downscaled my video and kept his video at the original, right?
You can, when you're doing these upscale and downscale the files as you're recording them from demo record. So you go into demo record, just film everything, and then you can change the render scale in the playback and then record it that way.
I'm not talking about the render scale, I'm talking about the resolution of the video.
Okay.
Did we completely lose DT?
Yeah, I think so. Maybe he lost.
Yeah, he's in the brick, so yeah. I don't know where he went.
He may have lost. He may have lost his internet. It happens.
No, because he's in the DFK channel, so he's still connected.
Maybe something happened at home.
Yeah.
Maybe he lost his audio. Maybe he lost his video.
I lost the internet connection.
I mean, if he fully loses internet connection, it'd kick him off of Discord completely, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Unless he was signed into Discord via 2 devices, because now I remember it. He has the ability. He has on multiple occasions signed into Discord via his smartphone, and you can stay logged into Discord on 2 different connections simultaneously.
Yeah, but then it should ideally change his logo to his cell phone logo, right? If it disconnects from the device, which is not.
I'm back.
Alrighty.
Want to level more of your ship's mom?
Sure.
Or how did it go with that, TFL?
It took it from 2.3 to 2.8, so took it up a little bit. Let me think, though. I'm running with cannons. And Polaron cannons at that. Let's jump down to First City and see if I can pick up some reasonably cheap disruptor cannons and maybe throw in something else in the back. Because right now it's like pew, 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 pew.
Look in the fleet store or the fleet bank.
I don't think this tune's got anything. I'm not even sure which fleet she's in. She's in Flaming Targs, and I don't think we've got much in there at the moment.
No, but I'm in KSG. So I can go take a look.
Okay. Something disruptor cannons. I like cannons. I like their power. They look cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me go to a bank and see if we have anything in KSG. I think you robbed the bank blind, but yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I always steal stuff from the bank.
No, I'm just saying when we have our fleet events, we primarily move it to the Fed side,
yes,
right?
we do. We do just because it's a lot easier. But there's not a lot on the Fed side either at the moment.
Every time I do the staging area of New Romulus, I always have to laugh because that Romulan ship is always damaged.
Oh, you mean the practice repair dummy? Yeah.
Just need a new ship right there.
We were joking a while back about how, with as much work as they're doing, they might as well be, assembling a shuttlecraft from spare parts.
Scrap metal.
I may have to make this a bit of an earlier evening. I am very tired all of a sudden.
I took a nap earlier.
I expected to work a little bit later than I did, and came home, did some work around the house.
Yeah, I need to do that eventually. I don't want to.
Well, there are two. No, that's plasma. Plasma. Phaser. Nothing.
What are you looking for, Mom?
Oh, I'm thinking disruptor cannons on this one. But you know what? I was just thinking, you know what might be nice? Oh, there. I have the Kantari.
Ooh, I got my Grand Slam Tribble.
Ooh, very nice.
Or my Tribbles that I got in my
So I can run
inventory.
dual heavies on this one.
Yeah, sorry, Mom. There's no disruptors in the KSG.
Well, let's see what we've got for them. So I can pick up some dual heavy cannons, starting at 90,000 for some Mark IIs. Ooh, but there's a pair for 220, which isn't bad. And those are already at Mark 12, so I think I'm going to buy those because somebody underpriced them slightly. And who am I to say no to somebody underpricing them?
Well, tell them.
Well,
I sadly have a destructor turret, but it's down to my account.
The secondary market for purple quality ship weapons actually gives you higher prices for lower mark levels simply because of the whole chance of quality increase on upgrade.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
it's one of those weird things is that as a new player you're not going to think about that, but yeah.
So I've got somebody here who's got a Mark 12 for 750,000, and somebody's got them here for 525,000, both for Mark 12s. Slightly different proc, but you know, same.
I mean, if you can re-engineer it,
of course you can.
Who cares?
Ooh, what the heck! I found some over here for 199, and I will definitely re-engineer them. Ooh, what's a rabbit? I'll grab those.
What do you need? Disruptor beams.
There we go. All right, let's throw those in there. Let's see, though. Now, a few tactical consoles to make those work ever so slightly better. That was ominous. I assume that was a truck and not thunder. If that was thunder, that's scary.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Oh, I could hear it from here, just something outside going.
Oh, you mean like outside your house?
Outside my house, yes.
Every now and then thunder will echo in a weird way. It makes you wonder if it was a giant explosion or something.
Yeah, we're having fun at work with one of our transformers. If you go out the back door, you just hear going zzz, and we all just kind of shut the door and walk back in.
A couple of years ago, we had a meteor hit over Springdale, and it just was so loud. It went.
Wow.
We're like, what the hell was that?
Well, the place I currently live is within earshot of an open pit mine.
Really?
Now, when you're indoors, you will only on rare occasions actually hear them doing stuff at the mine. Even when you're outside, most of the time you won't hear anything because it's about a quarter, half a mile away or something like that, and it's in the woods, so the trees are muffling with noises they make. Every now and then, though, yes, someone will make a loud noise, and yeah.
I remember in my old childhood neighborhood,
Yeah.
we had a air base close to where we lived, and every summer they have you have your air shows, right?
Yep.
They had to practice.
Yep.
So for like 2 or 3 weeks in a row, we had 12 or 16 F-16 airplanes going sonic every 4 or 5 hours every day for 2 weeks.
It's interesting.
And it was just, but yeah.
Okay. Are you familiar with the Blue Angels?
I think I've heard of them. Aren't those the guys that fly sometimes over Super Bowl with the three different?
Yeah, exactly. Those are the guys. So the Chicago Air and Water Show is in the middle of the city, and the Blue Angels or whichever team is there performs, but obviously they can't launch from Chicago, so they have a location further downstate, and they launch and they come up, and then they will come up along the lakefront from, let's say, Gary, which doesn't help you, but it's at the bottom of the lake, and then up to where the event is, and going at supersonic speeds, obviously. So they would practice, and where I worked at the University of Chicago Hospital, my office faced onto the lakefront, and we would know they were coming because you could hear them starting up, and you could watch them go pew, right past the window, and then we'd wait about 20 minutes. They'd have to circle all the way back and do it again. And this just went on and on for the 3 to 4 days before the event. But it was very cool.
I can also tell you that airbase was also used to some of our bigger military transport planes, I think they're called, is it Hercules?
Yep.
C-130?
C-130, yes. And sometimes during the early mornings, they were prepared to land. So when they came flying in over our houses, you can just hear the windows and the house just vibrating.
Yep.
It's always interesting when you're outside and you know that an airplane is flying over you because you can see its shadow.
Ooh.
I can also tell this apartment building I'm living in, if sometimes our our airport has some maintenance on some of their runways, they get a permission that they can come in on an alternative path, meaning they come flying in over my apartment building. And I'm living 5 stories up, so sometimes I can actually see the captain in the airplane. So
wow.
He's not now, but you can see the light in the cockpit window, right? And you can see the light in the at the seats and everything, and they just come in like pearls on a string. From 3 p.m. to 6, 7 p.m. and just see them come flying in over the apartment buildings. Wow.
That's cool and scary at the same time.
Yeah, but then again, if they don't have any alternative paths, then yeah.
So obviously, well, not obviously, but I grew up next door to O'Hare in Chicago. Wow. So I get used to the sound of planes all the time. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. You get used to it.
Yeah, well, what I hate is I was visiting my sister in Virginia Beach, actually, and everyone in that town has an alarm clock at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Railhead?
Because the military base right there flying overhead.
Yep.
I was sound asleep, and all of a sudden just heard this. I'm like, what the hell?
Well, the thing with living at O'Hare is you get used to the sound of planes. But what you don't appreciate is they do noise abatement, in essence, mufflers and techniques that keep the noise down for those of us who live there. Because I grew up going to school and the teacher would say something, wait 30 seconds for the plane to go by, say something else, wait 30 seconds for the plane to go by. And I grew up that way. So you're used to a level of noise. And then I went up to visit my brother, who at that time lived near K.I. Sawyer Air Force Base in northern Michigan. They don't do noise abatement. It's so different. It's just everything. It's just when that plane is coming in. It's amazing. Good evening, Abda. How are you?
One of the things that took me the longest time to get used to as a kid, but I mean, there's this one place I lived for a while as a kid where it was not next door to a major railhead, but it was close enough that you could hear the trains every time they went through the main crossing area.
Mm-hmm.
All hours of day and night. And due to federal regulation, they were required to blow their horn to make sure that the
Yes.
motorists knew that
Yes.
they were coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I lived right next to train tracks.
The motorists on the road know they're coming, and everyone else in town.
Yeah. Yeah, I have a friend who lived right by the train tracks and couldn't deal with the noise, so she moved. I don't know what she was thinking of, but she moved right next to the train tracks, but in a different town.
I knew someone that had train tracks across their front yard.
Oh God, no, that's too much for me. Thank you.
I was like, doesn't this wake you up? Oh no, we're used to it. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, God.
Is this the one where it does that thing where like you see in movies where like the teacup slowly inches its way towards the edge of the table?
It's actually the scene from Star Trek VI at the explosion of Praxis. And Sulu's cup just right off the edge.
You know what? They did a very similar scene in dang it, I'm trying to remember the name. See, because it actually had the guy who plays Sulu in this movie, which is part of the reason why I suddenly remembered it. I remember what, it was made by Dark Moon Entertainment, I think. But some like space western movie where they did this scene where this person was landing a starship outside town, and he looks down when the like building starts shaking, and his coffee cup's like slowly inching towards the edge of the table. He's like, looks like it's a small ship today. Very powerful engine, though. It's just like one of those things. It's like it just epitomizes the whole like mindset of like, yeah, I've seen this before, repeated. Like,
Yep. Nicely done. Wow, he's done a fair number of things, but I can't see that particular one here.
And I don't remember the name of the movie. That's the problem. Ugh.
You want to level more ships,
Yes,
Mom,
yes,
or-
I am all set to leveling ships.
It was a movie that he did like in the 90s, I think, though. Because it's one of those things I remember seeing as a teenager.
And slap me one.
Give me 1 second. Alrighty, let me hit you up. Would anyone else like to join us for a little KDF ship leveling? Better known as running some patrols. Ooh, there's a DT.
Just transfer to my Federation to get some free on damage done.
You said you need to get Polaron damage? Was that what you were
Free
saying?
on.
Do you want me to team you?
in a mission, and I'm a
Okay.
third of the way
Oh,
done with
well,
it.
okie dokie then. All right. Apparently we've got a Darkthorn joining us, even though he's silent.
Be there, be
Silent
there.
for a while.
Yeah, we've been wondering where you've been. We talk smack about you, don't worry. All right, what do we want to do? What do we want to run? Anybody care?
I really don't care. Rescue and search. Ninth Rule is open.
Okay.
Ruins of Doom. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. I think that is thunder. That's a lot of thunder. Okay. How about Ruins of Doom?
Okay.
Everybody good with that? How about we
Remember to change the
Let's see. What do you guys want to do? Advanced or elite?
ET is on Caden, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can do whatever.
All right, elite it is.
And
All
you
right.
said what? Ruins of Doom?
Ruins of Doom, the Imaga system. So we're going to launch in 3, 2,
Launch.
1. Launch. Well, I don't know if that was thunder or another truck, but if that was thunder, whoa.
Oh yeah, I know that feeling. It's like every now and then there will be a thunderbolt that you feel.
Yeah.
And you're like, boy. I remember hearing this thing a long time ago about how someone had come up with a way of counting lightning bolts by the electromagnetic signature they give off, because it creates like a small like what's the word for it?
Just go to the next one.
So like a small scale EMP every time a lightning bolt strikes.
Yeah.
And someone figured out a way to calibrate an algorithm so that it would listen to that frequency and just like count every time there was a burst at that frequency or something.
Huh.
And use that to count the number of times a particular thunderstorm had lightning strikes. When I heard, the number was surprisingly high. I guess the reason why it was higher than people expected was because the fact that people typically think of lightning as, you know, like lightning bolts hitting the ground, when in reality most lightning bolts are actually just sparkles inside the cloud.
Right.
But sparkles inside the cloud also make the same energy waves or whatever. So his program that was counting those counted literally everyone, including the ones that people wouldn't actually see.
Wow.
So let's see, because people on the ground, one of the things that you won't notice is that sometimes lightning bolts will go up from the cloud. At what? I have no idea. But something. And it probably counted those two.
Well, they're just following the line of, I was going to say least resistance, but that's not what I mean. Ooh.
Well, I do think that's the right concept, though. Is that
right.
It's electrical charges going from high charge to low charge to balance out the amount of electrical whatever, and that's probably the reason why it does that. I don't know the specifics though.
Well, it does the same thing electricity does. Obviously, it's electricity. It's just doing it in the air instead of on a wire.
What are the correct pants for colony service? Because I tried tight colony and they don't even have the same materials to colony service you jacket.
I died.
The rebels are free. Let us dispose of this fine mob and be done with it.
I love that torpedo sound that DT uses.
Which sound is that?
I don't know, but that's just that deep torpedo sound. Is it the Dark Matter torpedo, DT, or what is it?
That would be the biomolecular.
I'll switch out and see if I've got one of those. Well, that one better than the last one.
Glorious. Did you see how Jaula ran like a scalded Targ? She is not Klingon, and a disgrace to
How did it go this time?
Oh, that one much faster, but let's see what it did in terms of leveling this time. I'm up to 4.5, so getting there. Yeah, let's go ahead and just fix that. So definitely better. Let's do... Said it was the biomolecular... Biomolecular... I can't talk straight. Do I have that? No, I do not. All I've got are biomolecular photon mine launchers.
I am Groot. I had to do a voice.
Oh. That's it. Off 8472 DT?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay, who wants to do what? I'm gonna call it very shortly here, just because I'm really beat for some reason.
We can just do another patrol. We can just take rescue and search, or
okay.
Ninth rule.
Oh, we're still teamed. You guys want to do ninth rule for our last one for tonight? Then I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. All right, ninth rule, everybody. We're on elite. Is everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Launching.
I launched.
Launch. Fine. 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 I'll stop trying to be proper about this.
Looks like there was a fight.
What set is that from, DT?
Sorry to.
Oh, counter command. Radiation. I see.
Mm-hmm.
I thought I could even enough of their ships for
Modron want Trojan to come all the way out.
So weird with the echo going on.
That's DT speaker.
Sorry about that.
Oh, that's okay. Trying to figure out if we're going to be able to live stream the show.
Probably not.
Well, I was looking into it, and we can if it's being shown on Prime Video. And it does say it's free for everybody, so if we can't do it, we can make it an unofficial watch party where everybody can watch it on their own.
Yeah, but the problem is that I will...
Wait, what watch? I don't know anything about watch parties.
Watch parties are on Twitch. You can take some shows off of Prime Video and basically run them on your Twitch stream so everybody can join you and watch a movie together.
It's not broadcasting the video, it's just broadcasting the time. So you will see it yourself on your own computer.
Right.
But the problem is that I probably won't have access to it because I'm not a US citizen.
I know. You'll have access to it if you've got Paramount Plus on Wednesday. Sorry, bye.
It's the same with all those Star Trek watch parties that's all over Twitch. I can't participate because we don't have Star Trek on Prime. We have Star Trek on Netflix.
I know, I'm sorry, but it's not my fault. I didn't do it.
I know it's such a just annoys me that you know they about those rights and that you know they keep switching it. Like if I want to see Lower Decks, I have to see it on Prime, right?
Yeah.
And where everybody else can see it on Netflix, it just annoys me that they can't like.
I have to say that this current system is at least not as bad as the old school DVD encoding system.
Oh no, you want bad? Back in the day, the Super Bowl would be on, and my sister's husband would ask us to tape it on VHS and mail it to him so he could watch it like a week later.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Ow! Ow! Ow!
Don't go ow.
Well, see, because like with the whole like DVD regional encoding thing, all that really was a single byte of data attached to the disc, telling it what region number the disc was made to be used for. That's it. And all DVD players had a piece of software telling it which region that player was allowed to use, and that's it.
Yeah, but
I think the reason why they dropped that from later recording standards is they realized just how feeble that method of preventing people from playing stuff was, and how annoying it was to consumers.
But the problem was that back in the days where DVDs were new, right?
Yeah.
I could go buy a movie, American DVD, see the movie a year before it went premiered in our movies. Like take the one with Vin Diesel. I can't remember. Pitch Black, right?
Okay.
The old Pitch Black movie with Vin Diesel, right?
Oh yeah.
I had that movie roughly a year before it got premiered in the Danish movies. Because back in the day, they didn't have a world premiere; they had like a regional premiere, or national. So I had seen Pitch Black before it even got premiered in Denmark. Everybody said, "You want to go see the new movie with Vin Diesel?" I'm just like, "Which one?" "Oh, Pitch Black. I've had it on DVD for a year."
What I miss?
I think that's probably why they stopped releasing videos like that. Is because the fact is like, when you one set of your customer base has to wait a year for it to be released there, it gives them an incentive to, shall we say, find other methods to acquire the information.
That's exactly what happens.
That's why they start now having world premieres on like Star Wars and Star Trek and whatever movies, right? Because but back in the days when I had my DVD, I had a store where I went to, and I just bought like a ton of new American releases, and a lot of the time I had the movies like a half a year, 8 months before they had premiere in our movies.
I mean, because that thing with the DVDs, I have actually known people to acquire a set of DVD players so that they didn't need to worry about the stupid regional crap, and they'd be like, okay, this is a European DVD. It goes in the European DVD player. Play.
Yeah.
Well, my DVD player was cracked, right? It had like I had a chip in it.
There was this thing called Region 0. A DVD player could be set to use what's referred to as Region 0, which is really just play everything.
And then I can tell that actually is not completely true. Because there was actually, I can't remember if it was Sony or was it Walt Disney that actually checked the DVD player that if it was set to Regional 0, it wouldn't play. It insisted that the DVD player was in the region that it was meant to be played in. So actually, there were some. I can't remember the publisher, but it was one of the big ones. Like if it was Walt Disney, but it only lasted a few titles because they got a lot of complaints. So they actually changed it back. But there was actually some DVD player or some DVD titles that actually didn't play on Regional Zero.
Actually, if I remember right, the reason why that got canceled wasn't because of the number of complaints. It's because people figured out how to bypass it, and then they're like, okay, well, this annoys our customers and it's not working, so it's a waste of time. Because if I remember right, the way that worked was it was a trick with the way that the menu system worked, because DVD menus are actually just kind of like it's internally the way it works is much like an HTML web page.
It's just a reference.
And what I think what they did with those DVDs was they set it so that the menu wouldn't load properly for Region Zero players. It's not that Region Zero players couldn't read the disc, it's that the menu would do stupid things if the player was Region Zero.
Well, I'm not going to try to interrupt you guys, but I am going to go to bed. So, I'm going to log off here. DT?
Should we...
Yeah, should we raid somebody?
I probably should.
Okay. Somebody like to set up a raid? I don't know why I'm so tired, but I really am. And
should we take Grumpy or...
Yeah, Grumpy came in and visited... Oh, no, that was Augie that visited me this morning. Yeah, let's raid Grumpy. We haven't seen him for a while.
Oh, also, as far as I know, Augie's hanging out with Grumpy right now.
Anyways. Oh, cool. Yeah, Augie stopped by this morning on my morning show, so totally cool then. Yeah, let's go ahead and do it.
Seeing something in Grumpy's in-game chat channel with Augie doing some sort of mission teaming with him.
Cool.
Yeah. But it's ready.
Okay, go ahead and rate them. On behalf of the Darkmom Consortium, I want to thank everyone who joined us today. We really love you guys. Take care. Be great. We'll see you tomorrow. I'll send out a Twitter about what time, because it'll be a different start time, because we have Star Trek Day tomorrow. Woo! Do it. Do it!
Rate it.